everyone to the Gloss Garage, where we make detailing simple. My name is Sak, and today I will be having a review on the Lake Country's Manufacturing System 4000 pad washer. Is it right for you? Is it versatile? Is it even any good? Does it speed up your detailing process? How does this help maintaining your pads, right? These are the main things we'll be talking about, and we'll be following up. So let's talk about it. So we'll be talking about the Lake Country's Manufacturing System 4000 pad washer. I just got this from Detail Image not too long ago. I already put the solution in, and we'll be just talking about real quick on what comes inside that pad washer. So what comes in it is a quick snappy clean. I already put the solution in here. I like to put a little bit of snappy clean. I don't put the whole pack. 1 gallon of distilled water and half an ounce of O&R. The reason why I put half an ounce of O&R, we all know that O&R is dilutable from 256 to 1, meaning 1 ounce per every 2 gallons. So we only put 1 gallon. That means that it's just half an ounce. So I'll put that in there. I do not add any of that power clean up there for APC, because this is what I use when I detail a vehicle all around, when I'm doing my express polish, paint corrections, anything. I do not like to have any APC solution in there because I do use my pads frequently. I'll interchange them maybe once every 3 panels, then I'll grab a new pad, clean them, etc, etc. So yes, let's talk about the Lake Country's Manufacturing System 4000 pad washer. Now what you get is a 5-gallon bucket in here. Like I said, I already have the solution in there, so I didn't want to bore you guys with it, but that's what I use. And it's a 2-bucket pretty much system, right? This is a pump. This straw is a pump that pumps out the clean solution that's in the black button, and this the black bucket, and this is the blue one, which contains all of the dirty solution, meaning the compound, polish, all this residue that comes down is contained inside this bucket right down here, right? So my review on this pad washer, is it necessary? Do you really need it? My opinion is yes, right? And I'll tell you why. That video that I showed you guys on how to maintain your polishing pads and how to clean them and how to get the best results, yes, I did it. Why? Because of this. This was broken. This has been used and abused. I got this System 4000 pad washer over a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago. Pretty much when it first came out, I got it. It's been used and abused, and I have been unable to use this whatsoever, right? It was on back order for a little bit, and I just got this over a week and a half ago. I do a lot of express polishing packages in my business, same thing with ceramic coatings, and I really need this in my business. My opinion, you need this 110%, whether you're a DIYer, even as a detailing business, right? It helps with the longevity of your pads, keeps your pads cool, so that way it doesn't delaminate quickly over time, and it doesn't destroy your polishing pads, and you could just get better results, right? You polish cool, you have clean pads. The cleaner the pads, the better the cut on the pads. And I know sometimes, I'm sure you guys have seen that when your pads get gunked up, they kind of start not cutting correctly, not finishing down correctly, and you get different results panel to panel because you're using the same pad and not fully cleaning it out. Yes, you could get the pad brush cleaner to brush out the residue, but it's not the same as cleaning your pads frequently from panel to panel or section to section, etc, etc. So I will show you guys on how I use this pad washer in my detailing business and the pros and cons, right? So let's start with the pros, because I technically only have a con, right? This is the SPTA polisher that I use. This is a budget polisher. I love this polisher for doing test spots on my customer's vehicle, or doing some paint enhancements that I do, right? I have the Eurofiber 50/50 pad from Buff and Shine on this polisher, and this is just a demonstration. It's not dirty. It's a clean pad. I like to clean my pads frequently after every job or whatever job I do, right? So yes, how I use this, right? So you take the pad, you make sure it's on speed number 1, and you pump. You pump the pad, and now it's wet, right? It's damp. You got water dripping. It's a wet pad, right? Now there are more in-depth videos of how to deassemble, how to fill it up, but this is more on a review on how I use it and is it worth it, right? So it's dripping wet. Now what you do is you, on speed number 1, once it's 30, you just agitate the pad onto the plastic grooves of this pad washer. So I'm sorry for the noise, but we'll just do this real quick. Speed number 1. You will agitate it. Max, I do it on speed number 2. And then from there, I lift it up probably 1/4 of an inch. Make sure it's not touching any of the plastic grooves. Put it up max speed and just let it air dry. Once you air dry, just put it back on speed number 1. And now you have a fresh, clean pad, right? So let me just remove this pad to show you guys that it was super wet before. Now it's just damp. It's just a damp, clean polishing pad. Look, I'm rubbing it on my skin. No moisture. It's just a clean pad. This is absolutely essential to get the best results when polishing your vehicle. Polishing pads are not cheap. A polishing pad alone, a 5-inch polishing pad, if you have a 5-inch polisher, will run between $10 to $15. If you get a 3-inch polisher or a 3-inch polishing pad, I'm sorry, it will run you between $7 to $10, right? So this is something that is a overhead in any detailing business. And same thing if you're a DIYer, right? You don't want to have 8 polishing pads and now you're not taking care of them or using the proper care for your polishing pads. And they cost a lot of money. It's $100 for 8 pads. Plus, you got to get some other chemicals, etc., etc. This is the best way to maintain your polishing pads, right? Now, these are the pros, right? You get a better finish, cleaner pads, pads last a lot longer, and that's pretty much it. What is the con on what I don't like about this pad washer? And it's this open space that you see right here. This open space is not fun, right? Especially once you get the pad clean and damp. I never put these polishing pads near any vehicle that I'm polishing, right? So I usually grab about 3 to 4 polishing pads. I cycle them through. And once I'm done cycling through all 4, I will come in away from the vehicle. This is my garage where I get all my products. I do have another door that leads to the garage where I do all my, cleaning, polishing, whatever it is, car detailing, whatever you want to call it. And I'll do it in here or I'll do it outside, away from the vehicle, because the compound and the polishing residues, once you clean it out, tends to splatter all over the place. I don't want any splatter touching onto the vehicle because I'm trying to work clean and efficient as possible, right? This makes you efficient and it could reduce a lot of time while you're polishing. But if you're have it right next to the vehicle, you'll be just chasing your tail the whole time because you're going to have compound splatter all over the place. That's sturdy residue that's already polished residue and clear coat that you slightly shaved off the paint and it's on the vehicle. Now you got to clean it, right? That is not something that you really want to do. So that's the only con I have. I use this in my detailing business. As you guys saw, I used and abused the other one. This is a must-have. You get a better finish, better results. You finish your detailing time cut literally by half, right? You don't have to clean so many polishing pads after your detail, right? Or if you have 10 polishing pads and you're a mobile detailer and you don't want a lot of overhead, you don't have to carry all these polishing pads, this is a necessity, right? You get to clean your pads, you get to say you got 2 polishing jobs in one day, you have 10 pads, you could break them up into 3 and you have 3 different polishing jobs, because now you're not going through so many pads and you can clean them properly, right? And in this solution, I do not have any of the APC, as I stated before. Why don't I have any of it? Because when I'm cleaning the pads, right, I'm introducing these pads back onto the paint. The APC is mainly when I'm done polishing a car and I'm just cleaning the pads fully, then letting it air dry. That's when I do it. I don't like to have anything damp with any APC or anything, because in my opinion, you may harm the vehicle's paint. So all I do is just add, like I said, the Snappy Clean or the McKee's 37 polishing pad rejuvenator, mix it up in here with O&R or any rinseless wash that's just a pure cleaner, no wax, to help drag down all that dirt. And if the pad is super dirty at the end of the day, I do grab a bit of Power Clean, spray it onto the pad, put a bit of the solution, you know, clean the pad, rub it onto the plastic grooves, and then now I have a full clean pad. Then I go ahead and just wash them regularly as I need to. Now, just drop that pad. But yes, so do you need this pad washer? In my opinion, yes, I use it all the time. It's the best thing that I have, and that sped up my detailing process to the max. Now I'm able to receive more vehicles in one shot. I'm able to do more vehicles in half the time and have more time for myself, right? So this is a necessity. If you found this very informative, if you guys like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And other than that, I'll see you guys later. Peace. One last thing. Your customers get a way better finish when you use this type of pad washer, because you're giving them better results. And trust me, they'll come back to you. So other than that, I'm out.